So my name is Kirtana, and I
Hi,
basically
Kirtana.
wanted to add on a question to what she asked. So basically, you said that Rama killed Ravana, but for what? Like, we know that it is evil that was destroyed, but what was the evil over there? Was it arrogance, or was it something more complicated?
He was a fulcrum of various thoughts. See, first of all, in our serials and the movies that we see, we often see Ravana with maybe like black dress, and he's been demonized. But when we look at the Puranas in different facets, and especially the Mula Pramanam, which is Rāmāyanam, he was a very good administrator. He was very well read, very well educated. He was the one who could even compete with Shiva for Samaganam, and he also had extreme devotion for Shiva. He was a very good administrator, very good warrior. Hanuman in Sundarakandam wonders at the scars found on his chest and says, what a great warrior he has been. So keeping that aside, he also had an other face to himself. He was not respectful towards women. When I say respectful, you can include any of those kings in those days because they were all polygamous. So when you are polygamous in nature in itself, there is no respect for the woman because you're not treating that person as a complete. You want many add-ons. So in that case, you cannot treat him, but he was not respectful to women in many ways. He used to molest, he used to humiliate them. So there was a big blot on his character. Second thing, the way he acquired Lanka, he administered Lanka very well, but the way he acquired Lanka was itself in a very deceitful means. It is like buying shares while the SEBI closing happened. So he seized it from Kubera. You seize somebody else's hard work in a deceitful manner, that was also wrong. And the third point was, he was not consultative in nature. See, for example, when Hanuman burns the entire Lanka, he brings in a round table conference and asks people, what should I do now? His brother Kumbhakarna reprimands him and says, you should have asked this question to us, what should I do now, before you abducted Sita. After all the damage has been done and Lanka has to go to the IMF, he's still going to. So you're asking for this question, which is wrong. And the fourth important point, in those days, sorry, I didn't catch your name.
So Kirtana.
So Kirtana, in those days, I'm talking about the times when Rāmāyana existed, there was a written and an unwritten rule which were synonymous. One, if a person comes seeking asylum with an open declaration that I might have committed certain wrongs, I seek complete remorse of it, I have done it wrong, please give me asylum. Whoever it is, that person has to be given asylum. That was the rule in those days. So when Bāli had to misbehave with women, Bāli was another king who was very good friends with Ravana. Birds of the same feather flock together. So their understanding was, if you treat women badly, I will not interfere. If I treat women badly, you should not interfere. This comes in the Uttarakanda. So a lot of the traits Kirtana found in Ravana, despite his pluses, overweighed. So the minuses overweighed. So it was not right to leave a person with such bad character in the neighboring kingdom. There could be another pertinent question, Kirtana. Rama belonged to Bharata Desham, which has Ikshvaku Vamsham. He was in another neighboring country. Why should I interfere in some other country's administration problem? Because that country came into us and misbehaved with the lady of this region. So it was also the duty of an administrator in supervision like Rama to take care of Ravana. So have I answered your question, or do you feel that there is some gap, lacuna here? Tell me.
So can you explain a bit more about the evils in relation to the present day world, as in what we need to inculcate now from that lesson?
Okay, so let's imagine that I can use IIT for examples, right? I can? Okay, so let's imagine that there's a person, an engineer who has passed out of IIT with laurels. He goes, let's say, the next path to IIT is either IIM, or that's the career path most of your family members would have kept for you, right? So let's imagine that there's an IIM after that, and the person, the he or a she, let's assume any gender, they become the CEO of a company. Extreme laurels with that person. Very well qualified. One lady says that this man misbehaved with me, I was his secretary. What should I do? Oh, he's very well read, yeah, he's from IIT. He has seen Gajendra circle day in and day out. What should we do? अरे यार ऐसा छोटे बातें हो जाते हैं. What should we do? Should we complain as a co-employee? Should we raise it to the? Should we be the whistleblower? That's what Ravana was. Ravana was very qualified. He misbehaved with women. He did not follow the rules that was meant for those times. So Rama had to be the whistleblower and kick him off.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.